All right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, and today we have another knife from the Apex Pass Around group, and this one comes from, sorry for the beat up box, Bestech, simply the best, Bestech knives, made in China, of course, and there you go. So this is the Bestech Swift, again, comes from Bestech through the Apex Pass Around group, led by David from Blade Banter. So I'm going to start off with an important fact off the bat. This is a budget knife. This is about $63 is what I'm finding it for. That's pretty daggone good. Now, we'll look over this guy, and I'm actually pretty impressed with it. I've carried it quite a few times. Really enjoyed this knife. There you go. There's a little preview of what I'm going to say right there. So let's just go over it, guys. This one is micarta. It's like a distressed black micarta with these milled lines in the scales. We'll talk more about those in a minute. And then obviously the milling on the sides for contouring, as you can see there. Same thing on the scale side or yeah, no, it's not. Oh, look at that. Sorry, lefties. You're out of luck. Looks like the clip only goes on this side. Sorry about that. So, yeah, and there's a pocket clip and everything else. So let's talk about it. So, again, black distressed micarta. Here you have full-on liners, and we'll get to that some more. And then this really nice pointy blade, guys. I just really, really like this clip point. And that's what they're calling it. It could also be, I don't know. Sometimes the lines are so blurry between blade styles. This almost looks more like an upswept or even a drop point. But yeah, they call it a clip point, so we're going to call it a clip point. And the reason is you got this swedging that runs all the way down, and we'll talk about that here in a moment. You do have more of a sharpening choil that can be used as a finger choil. The billboarding, and again, check out that satin finish. And then on the flats, it's more of a frosted looking finish with the Bestech logo. And then on this side, just D2. Do we have China on here anywhere? No, we don't. So that's all the billboarding on this one, guys. Just, and I'm going to wipe this guy just a little bit. I got some fingerprintage there. And so, yeah, beautiful looking satin D2 blade. D2 good all around steel. Nice budget steel. No problems for me. Again, it is corrosive in the right productive situations, meaning high moisture or whatever. But if you take care of it, it should not be a problem just for EDC. Now, you do have this swedging across the top, which makes the spine very thin on your thumb. You can see that jimping, but man, is it ever thin. So that's really, we're going to, man, I still got smudges on the blade here. That's just not good. We got to represent well for the Apex Pass Around group and for the folks Bestech who sent it along. So there we go. Much cleaner now. Still a little bit of smudge in there, but it's okay. You do have the Bestech pivot as far as for billboarding there, but that's pretty much it. So I really dig that blade. Nice long blade. We'll go over the stats here in just a minute. Again, I kind of wish it was at least flat right here where your thumb lands. Because it does sort of irritate your thumb a little bit because it is so sharp there. But other than that, great looking little flipper. Good traction, no jimping. Yeah, there is jimping, but just barely. But the shape of that flipper catches your finger. It is not a problem. So action-wise, whoops, might help to close it all the way. It comes right out. Let's see. Can we fail it? I don't think so, guys. We're going to try one more time. No, you break that detent. Speaking of that, nope, you cannot shake it out of there. At least I can't. I'm guessing if you really hit it hard, you probably could. It is a drop shut, guys. This is running on bearings. And it is absolutely $63 drop. Look at that. I mean, thankfully you've got the flipper to sort of protect you from losing a thumb. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, the action is wonderful on this knife. Really, really well done. As far as the scales go, I really like them. Not overly textured. You do have those lines back here, but they're not irritating. I'm not sure aesthetically I dig them all that much. I don't know, the angle or something just kind of throws me off. They look sort of misplaced or something. I don't know. That's just me. But overall, I mean, I think the scales are gorgeous. The way it it's contoured and it fits in your hand is good. You do feel this pocket clip. The pocket clip sticks up quite a bit. You do not have recessed pocket clip screws. That would be nice. And then I'm not entirely sure what's up with the raindrops. It's not called the raindrop. It's called the Swift. So I don't know. I'm not sure about that. It doesn't really bother me, and there's great retention on this clip. Goes in and out really well. Nice thin carry, guys, because it pretty much almost completely disappears inside, and so it rides really nicely in the pocket. The hardware is countersunk, except for those pocket clip screws and the pivot, which sticks up a little bit on both sides. But yeah, I mean, it's not ugly. It's actually the blade, the profile and everything is beautiful. I just don't know about those slits, and I don't know about the raindrops. And those are really the two things. And I'm not dogging it because I think this is a great knife, especially for the budget price. So let's talk about a couple more things. So there is the lockup around 30, I would call it. And the centering. All right, I'm going to look at it off camera because it's playing tricks on my eyes. I'm going to call that dead on. I mean, it is maybe ever so slightly off to the show side. But golly, if it is, it's a fraction. So, yeah, just a great... I mean, again, there's some jimping down here on the back spacer. There is no lanyard hole for you lanyard fans. Sorry about that. But you do have a little bit of jimping here. Kind of doesn't do a whole lot because your hand doesn't go down there. You do feel the pocket clip, as I was trying to say earlier, right there, right here, where I usually gripe about a pocket clip if it does bug me. Again, for normal EDC usage, it's not going to bother you. If you're using this all day on a work site, you're definitely going to notice that. So let's put it down and let's go over some specs here. It is a... 8.39 inch overall knife. The close length is 4.84, so that means the handle length is probably a little less than that. Let's see, we should get that. No, we don't get that, but I think, I would say 4.5 would be the handle length. The blade length is 3.5 inches, so not a really huge EDC knife, but a fairly large one. The thickness is 0.150. Really slicey, guys. I mean, it definitely works as a slicer. It is great as it is on bearings. Tip up, right carry, stainless steel liners, and stainless steel pocket clip. It is a liner lock, and it is 4.30 inches. And then you have that satin blade. Now, they do make this. I think I saw a green micarta. I believe I saw a black with a black stonewash blade, maybe a natural looking micarta maybe. So yeah, there's options very much on this one. So again, let me know what you think of this one, guys. To me, this is a great budget option, and I mean, you just can't. $63, you cannot beat this action. It is wonderful. And, 4.3 might be a little heavy for some of you guys, but a 3.5 inch blade, I don't have any problem with that. I actually am okay with that for me. Carried it quite a bit, enjoyed it quite a bit. That's about all I had. So we've gone a little long. We're going to wrap it up. Give me a thumbs up if you like this. Let me know what you think of it. And guys, thanks for subscribing. And if you haven't, please consider doing so. And thanks so much for watching the KnivesFAST channel.